Hi, in this video I will show how to create and manage products here in the online store. So right now we're in the products page, and on the left you can see categories. So I have created like a couple of example categories so you can see how they look, and you can create new categories with this button. So click manage categories, and here you can add a new one, and you can choose the new category where it's located. Is it like a subcategory of this already existing category, or if it's before or after here in the listing. So just give the category a name and click add category. You can also of course delete categories. You can add pictures to a category. You can add products into a category via this page. And you can also move a category. So you can change the order of the categories visible here. With this, you can reorder products. So when you click open a category, then you can see the products that are in the category, and by clicking this, you can change the order. Then let's open workout plans section. So right now we're in like the basic page. So you will see, for example, in this case, products that are in the workout plan category. So here you have a search field you can use to search like a product by name. You also have a filter in use if you want to use these. And you have this tool so you can choose the order that they are visible here on the page. This means it's in the same order that they are visible in the store itself, so how the consumer sees the products. You can also tag a product as a favorite, and then you can sort the results as a favorite. So you only see the like favorite products in the page. So click add product if you want to add a new product. So just give the product a name, then add a price. And then if it's a one-time payment, so you would sell, for example, just like a one workout plan to a client, one-time payment, then you would just click add product. But if you have like a recurring product, like an online challenge that lasts for like 4 months, for example, then click this to enable recurring payments, and then choose the unit. Is it days or months? And then length. In this case, it would be 1 month, the invoicing period, and then maximum number of periods. So if we use 4 months as an example, so this online challenge would last for 4 months, then I would add 4 here. So now the system would generate an invoice for $29.90 every month for 4 months, and then the system automatically cancels the order. So you can choose the maximum periods, how many invoicing periods are included in this product. So if this is turned off, it's a one-time payment, and if it's clicked on, then it's a recurring payment, like a recurring product. Then click add product, and then you enter here. This is the page where you add the content, all the pictures, basic information about the product that are visible for the client. But let's open like a previously created product so you can see how it looks like. So let's click open this. So these are like demo products that I have created. So you can add a picture, actually multiple pictures if you want, and all of those are visible in the store, so client can like browse different pictures if you have added multiple. Here you can change the name of the product if you want, add content like a description, short description. Then you have links, like direct links. So if you have a product that's, for example, hidden. So here's the status of the product. If it's published, if you click it, you can change the status, hidden, draft, or archived. So if you have like a hidden product, then you can click this to copy the link, and then you can share the link to your, for example, social media channels or where you want to share it, so people can access the product even though it's hidden. Here you can choose shipping costs if they're included. So if you would sell, for example, clothes via your store, then you would probably want to add shipping costs into the like shopping cart cost. So if you click this, you can manage the shipping cost. So it's here in the settings page. You can determine like a fixed fee of the shipping cost, and then you can click this to add shipping costs to this product, meaning that the client would see, so a client would purchase this product in the online store. They would add this product into the shopping cart, so they will see it's $19.90, and then if this is included, then they will see the shipping cost you have added here. So they will see this as like a new row in the shopping cart that says shipping costs, for example. But if it's just like digital content, so you're selling an online challenge or a workout plan that's in the app, then probably you shouldn't add shipping costs, because then customers would ask you that why are you charging me for shipping costs when you're not shipping anything to me? It's everything is in the app. So if you're shipping like content, shipping like supplements or t-shirts or whatever, then add this. But if it's just digital content that's in the app, then leave it like this. Here you can manage the pricing. So choose the pricing, taxes. You can also add a discounted price, which you add here, and then the discount text, which is visible beside the normal pricing. So let's click open the store so you can see. If you have like a discount price, it would be visible here. So this normal price would have like a line over it, and then you would have the discount price beside it. Then you can also change recurring payments. So if you forgot to add recurring settings at the creation of the product, you can change it here. So it's the same logic as I showed you a couple of minutes ago. So if this is not checked, it's a one-time payment. If it's checked, then it's recurring payment. But here you also have this feature function like available. So if you have Stripe as a payment method, you can check this, and after that it's like an automated charge from the client's credit card, like Netflix. So in this case, the system would automatically charge $19.90 from the client's credit card every month. So you can choose if it's like an automated charge from the credit card or not. And then the last section here is allow purchasing of multiple items. So maybe if you're selling like an online challenge, like a personal online challenge, then you would probably leave this empty. So one person cannot purchase multiple online challenges that starts at the same time for themselves. So then leave it like this. But if you want to allow multiple purchases, then check it like this. Then you have main start time. This I recommend that you leave it like this, pretty much all of the time. So main start time is like you can like add a date when the like challenge or the content activates. But in most cases, it's much easier to leave it like this and then time the content here. I'm going to show this section in a couple of seconds. So I suggest leave it like this on purchase and then time the content here. Category, so you can edit. So you can, for example, switch this product into another category, and also account. So if you would work, for example, in a gym chain, multiple locations, you could change the location, the account that this product is available. Then let's scroll down. Next section is digital content. So here you can choose what content is included in the product and what is activated into the client's app after the purchase. So by clicking this, you can add trainers, groups, workout plans, diet plans, timelines, forms, and also activate the chat function. And all of the content you see here, for example, if I click workout plans, you can see all of the workout plans you have created to your account, and then you can like copy it. So the system copies, in this case, a plan called first phase. So it takes a copy of this plan and copies it to the new client who has just purchased it via the online store. The new client who has purchased this workout plan doesn't see the client name, like the original client's name. They just see this as a copied program in their account, in the app. So you can create content in your account, like workout plans, diet plans, groups with content, and then you can sell the content here. So I have added as an example, so this, as the name says, it's just a workout plan for beginners. So in this product, a coach is included called Anne, a workout plan first phase, and chat is activated. So here you can see the cross, you can like delete the content from the product with this. Here you can choose when the content is activated, the start date, so immediately after the purchase. So the workout plan and the coach and the chat is activated right after the purchase. So everything is visible when the client logs in to the app. Then you can choose this. So it's like a timed release. So for example, 5 days after purchase, the content is activated, or exact date. So for example, next month's first day, this content is activated. So you can choose when the content is activated, and of course you can choose when the content ends. So by clicking this, by default it's permanent content, so it's not removed from the client's app at all. But you can choose this, for example, that after 50 days all the content is removed, and then it's easier for you to resell new products, new workout plans, new content to the client, because they don't have the old content anymore in their app. Then you can also determine exact date. So for example, if the content would start 1st of January, then you could add an exact date here, for example, last of March. So the content would be visible, accessible for 3 months. So start date, end date for this content. And if I click this small add button, I can add new content. So for example, form, and you can see the chat is not clickable. It's because the chat is already added to the content. So let's add form. Let's, for example, add this. So I want the client to fill in a form after they have purchased the content. So let's add this. And now you see a form called background information is added to the block, digital content block. This means that the filling of the form is optional. So it's visible in the app, in the homepage of the app, but it's not mandatory. But you can click this. So now it's required, meaning that the form opens to a pop-up window that doesn't close before the client fills in the details. So you can determine if it's required or optional. So you can add like multiple different workout plans, custom like coaches, timelines, whatever. So no limitations. So you can add whatever you want, and then time when they're activated and when the content is removed from the client. So you have this so-called block, as you can see here. So this is one block, and I can add new content to this block with this. But I also can add new blocks. So if I click this, and let's add, for example, a diet plan. Let's take this one. So now you see a new block has appeared. So the idea with this is that you can have different activation times on these blocks. So you can add as many blocks as you want. So for example, you would have a 6-month long like a challenge, like an online challenge for 6 months. You could add 6 blocks, 1 month per block. So then you could add, for example, content for the first month, then it disappears when the second block activates. So you can time release content for as long as you want. So you can create like 2-year long content stream for the client if you want. So by adding new block, you can change. So this starts after the purchase. This we can change. So let's activate this 50 days after the purchase. And this we will set up like this. So now you see this first block's content is activated right after the purchase, and it ends, it is taken away from the app 49 days after the purchase. And then the next day, this block's content is activated. So it's easy to add blocks and then time them as you want. And then when you have created all the content here, added all the content, then you can also add follow-up products. And this is a useful tool because this allows you to automate like reselling services. It's like upsell services or recommend new products or like challenges to clients. So now, in this case, this is a workout plan for beginners. So as the name says, it's targeted for beginner workout, like beginners at the gym. So a client purchases this workout plan for you, and then it starts right after the purchase. And then you can add a follow-up product, workout plan advanced, which start date is 50 days after the purchase. So now the system automatically, after 50 days of the purchase, recommends that the client purchases a new workout plan, advanced workout plan. So you can choose the starting date. So when it's like recommended to the client, immediately after the purchase, or time released, or an exact date. And this means this allows you to choose whether this follow-up product is just a recommendation. So the client receives pretty much like an advertisement, an email that says, hey, here's a new workout plan. If you're interested, you can buy it here. And there's like a direct link where they can purchase the new program, more advanced program. But if you click this once, now it's forced, meaning that the system doesn't ask the client, do you want to purchase it? The system just activates it, and the new workout plan is visible in the client's app 50 days after the purchase, meaning when this is purchased, the original purchase day. 50 days after that, this workout plan is activated automatically, and the invoice for this plan is automatically sent to the client. Invoice meaning like an email with a payment link. So you can choose whether the new follow-up product is forced, automatically activated, or is it just a recommendation so the client can choose whether they want to purchase it or not. So if the client decides not to purchase it, nothing happens. So no like emails are sent that, hey, you should buy this, and it's just one email that tells the client that this is available, and if they're not interested, our system doesn't send them anymore, so they don't get annoyed by all the advertisements. So you can add the same logic as here, these blocks. So this is one block with the product and the activation time, and you can add new ones. So click this, and then you will see all the products you have created. So I could add, for example, a diet plan. Now this is another block. You can time it the same. So for example, this, let's add 50. So now the client would get on the same day a recommendation to purchase an advanced workout plan and also a normal diet plan. So you can add blocks, meaning follow-up products per block, and time them as you want. And remember to check this, recommendation or forced. Then let's scroll down. Then the next section you can see here is variants, meaning that you can, for example, sell t-shirts with different colors and sizes. So the client can choose in the store, hey, I want this t-shirt in size, for example, extra large in red. And I can actually show a product. Let's click open this and t-shirt. So here's an example. So you can add these variants, meaning red. So this is variant 1, the color, and variant 2 is the size. So now the client can choose one of these colors and one of the sizes. So you can add as many sizes, as many colors as you want. And these are visible in the store for the client. And then you can also see in the like order confirmation and the order information that what color and what size is ordered. So you can use this as in this example in t-shirts. You can also use it in supplements. So you would sell like a whey protein. So you can choose the taste or the size of the serving or whatever you want. So you can choose and use the variant as you want. And you can also use this variant section as coaches. So you could add, for example, you will sell like a personal training services to your clients. You could add coaches as variants. So coach number 1, coach number 2, coach number 3, and then you can add here you can add description. So the coach can write a little bit about themselves that's visible in the store. So this allows the client to choose the coach in the store. And after the purchase, the client is automatically added underneath the coach who they have purchased the services from, meaning that the client account appears in the coach's account, that hey, here's a new client for you. Then we can go back to the original product I showed you. So the next section is order confirmation. So here you can see like the empty template, so you can add content. So if you don't add your own order confirmation, like a default order confirmation is sent by us. It's a short email, hey, thanks for purchase, here's what you have bought. But you can add your own. So the order confirmation looks exactly like you want it to look like. So add the text. So it's an email that is sent after the purchase. So the email content, text. And then you can also add attachments, photos, documents, or a product. A product means that it's a link, a clickable link in the text field. A client can click it and ends up straight to the place in the store where they can purchase the content. And this can also be used if you are selling, for example, like a recipe PDF. You could create an order confirmation that, hey, thanks for purchasing my recipe PDF. Here is the recipe PDF as an attachment. And then you could add the PDF in this. So after the purchase, the client would receive an email, the order confirmation, with the attached recipe PDF. And then down here you can add emails, one or multiple, that will also receive this order confirmation. So the client will receive the order confirmation after the purchase, but then in addition to that, you can add yourself or multiple people here who will also get the order confirmation. So then you can keep track who has purchased and what. So this means that you will receive information only of this product's purchases. We have another section in the store settings here where you can enable that you will receive order confirmation emails from all the products in your store. This means that you will get only from this product. Then you have contracts. So here you can attach a contract to this product, meaning that the client has to agree to the contract before they can purchase it. And after the purchase, you and the client will see the contract that they have approved and when they have approved it. So it's easy, it's like an electric form. You and the client can see what they have approved and when. So here's a list of contracts you have created, so you can attach one or multiple to the product. And you can create these products from the settings page. Then required customer details, so click this. So by default, nothing is asked. So these questions are asked in the store when the client is making the purchase. So you can ask none of them or all of them if you want. So then you will see the answers in the client's account. When you click it open, you will see all the background information as you have crossed here. Then you have appointments. So you could sell as a personal training service, 10 appointments. So let's add 10 and click save. So after the purchase, client has purchased 10 appointments with the coach, and you will see these appointments in the client's timeline. So when you click open the client's timeline and create a timeline there, then you can add these appointments to the timeline. And the system calculates the appointments. So for example, you can see that now I have used 4 out of 10 appointments. And only you, the coach, can mark an appointment as done. So the client cannot check or uncheck an appointment. They can of course cancel them, but they cannot if you have marked an appointment as done, they cannot uncheck it. Then we have integration settings, meaning that if you would have a access control system integrated to this, you could add, for example, you could sell a monthly memberships to your gym or 10 visits to the gym. So if you would have the access control system activated, this would be open. You would have this add button, so you could change the settings, add for example 10 visits to the gym or 1 month of gym membership to like a gym card. So here you can access this section. You can access if the function is activated. And then down here you can delete the whole product if you don't want to use it anymore. And then you can of course copy as new. So for example, you have created like a Black Friday product last year. So then you can copy it to this year's Black Friday. So you don't have to do all of this from scratch. And then you can edit the new version as you like, and the original doesn't change. So you can use it as a template. Then I can give a couple of examples of this content creation. So we just went through this, like the block idea that you can add blocks, and then digital content here. Like the main idea with this is that if you sell on-demand services like challenges, products, then the content, as the name says, on demand, has to start right away from day one. So then it would be wise to add it like this. So you have the content, for example, workout plan or diet plan, that activates right after the purchase from the beginning. But if you sell like a group membership and the content is in the group, then you have to take in consideration that the content, I can actually show, let's go to a group. Let's open this. So you can sell like a gym, like a group membership, meaning that when you add a group to the product, the client is added to the group after the purchase. So here you can see the group members. So the client would be added to this list automatically after they have purchased this group membership via your store. And the client is also removed from the group if they cancel the subscription or they doesn't pay. For example, the second month's payment is unpaid, the system automatically cancels the order and removes the client from the group. So the client is added to the group after the purchase, and from that point on, they will see the content that's visible and activated in the group. So for example, you can create workout plans, diet plans, timelines here, and the client will see everything that's visible here in the groups section. So forms, group chat if it's activated, the built-in discussion forum if it's activated. So it's easy to understand that the client is added to the group, and after that they can see everything that's visible here in the groups sections. But this is the important factor. So if let's use this timeline as an example. So here you can see the timeline's date. So it's last year. So this means that the client would be added to this group. So let's pretend that you would sell this group's membership now in January 24. So the client would be added to this group now in January 24. So this would be last year. So the client doesn't see anything. Everything is in the past. So it's important that if you sell group memberships, the content, the timing here, the content you have created is based on the day they will start it. So in this case, I would want to add a timeline that starts in January 24. So it's the same day as the client joins the group. So that's important to take notice. So let's click open this. So when you add these on-demand services, products, then you add all the content like this. So you can add, for example, a timeline, as I showed you in the group section. So let's add this timeline. So you add all the content here, and the content is activated starting from day one. In this case, this is a timeline. It starts from day one. It doesn't matter when the client purchases this product. It starts from the timeline's day one. So our system, let's open the group section again. So our system doesn't see dates like this. So it's Monday, 10th of April. So it only sees timeline day one. So the system, if it's on demand like I just showed you, this is day one, and the client will see this as day one when they purchase it. It doesn't matter if they purchase this content in January or February. This is day one, and it's visible to the client on the first day. So let's go back to the store. So this is important to understand. So if you have a timeline here, it starts from day one according to these settings. But if you have the timeline in a group, then it can be in the past, as I just showed you. So it's important to understand that if you're selling group memberships, the content there has to have the same dates as the starting date of the challenge. So for example, you would sell an online challenge and it starts on the same day for everyone. Then it's easy. You just add the content to the group starting, for example, 1st of February, and all the timelines, all the content in the group starts from 1st of February. And then you add the content here. So let's add, for example, the group. Actually, let's add a new block, so maybe it's easier to understand. So let's add a group. Let's add this one. So now you have this group membership, and let's pretend we just created content into the group. The workout plan, diet plans, timelines, everything is built, so they start 1st of February. Now I would add this, so I don't want it to start right after the purchase. So I would choose it like this. So let's choose 1st of February at 6 in the morning. So now the client is added to the group 1st of February, 6 in the morning, and they will start seeing the content in the group that you have just created starting from 1st of February. And then I can actually show the next section. So you can create these products here in the store, like I just showed you. But you can also, in addition to this, create products and add content into the product directly here in the client accounts or groups. So let's click open Amanda's client account. This is an example client. So I can click open a workout plan. So you see sell in store. So this button is visible pretty much everywhere. So you can sell timelines. So by clicking this, you can create, so this comes by default. This is the timelines or the workout plans or the diet plans name. You can change it, of course. So this is the product's name, pricing, and again, you can choose if it's recurring or not and add product. Or down here, you can add this. So I can choose an existing product and add the timeline to this. So when you're operating here, you're creating like workout plans, diet plans to a client or to a group, you can just click this and sell it. So it takes like 30 seconds to create a product, and it's live in the store and anyone can buy it. So it's very easy to start selling your services and get more money, more revenue, because you can automate so many things that this helps you to earn more money without adding working hours to your daily schedule. But that's about it. So the best way with this is that start testing, like test products, add content like this. And then when you have created the content, it's smart to buy it yourself. You can of course refund the money because all the money comes back to you. After the payment, the money goes to your account, so you can refund yourself. So you don't have to pay for yourself. So activate the content for yourself. And then you can see it how it looks from the client's point of view. So log into the app, client's app, and see how the content looks. So you can see all the pictures and videos you have added, all the group membership details. So everything looks the way you want it to look from the client's point of view. So it's always wise to check the content of the product from the client's point of view before actually starting selling. And just came into my mind, so of course you don't have to buy the service, so you can just add an order, choose the list. So first you create like a client account for yourself, and then you can add this content, set it as paid, so you don't have to pay anything, and click save. And after that you can see the content in the app. So it's wise to check the content always from the client's point of view to make sure everything is in place, everything looks good, like the way you want it to look like. And one thing came into my mind also, that after you have activated payment methods, it's always wise to make sure the payment process works properly. So we will make sure the API connections with payment methods like Stripe, PayPal work properly. But if you have made a mistake, I can show. So for example, payment method. So you will have to activate it, add your own details to this. So if you had made a mistake, like copy pasting the wrong information here, the connection is not like good. So it's like an error when the consumer tries to buy it. So after you have activated a payment method, it's wise to make a test payment by yourself to make sure everything is in correct form. Okay, that's about it. Thanks for watching and see you again. Bye.